welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're just joining us today, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy, and make sure you give me a little subscribe. So I am so excited about today's video. I'm sorry I've not uploaded in a while. I am going to try and do better with content. I'm just super busy just now, and I'm trying to balance everything out. So today's video, we are going to be doing assumptions. If you are on my TikTok, shout out to my TikTok followers, and you're on my lives, you always know that people have these wild assumptions of me, some very interesting ones, and I thought I would give myself a chance to reply back to them with some honesty. Also, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has supported any of my YouTube videos or any of my social media content, point blank period. I did not expect to even get one person viewing any of these videos, so like the amount of views that I'm getting, I'm really happy about. Again, I'm going to try and upload as much as I can, but I just really wanted to thank you guys. I have no idea why you guys enjoy listening to me, but you seem to, so we're going to keep the content up. I promise you, we're going to keep it flowing. I'm going to balance my time out a lot more, and you're going to be seeing a whole lot more. So last thing before we start, I know you guys are screaming out for a makeup tutorial video, and I just want to do a quick disclaimer that I am not a makeup artist. I've never trained to do makeup. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like a look and I wing it and I try it on myself, but you guys seem to like it, so I promise you this video will be up soon. I will be doing my makeup video this week at some point. I'm also going to do one of this look because I'm living for this look. I mean, I'm really proud of it. But again, I just winged that. Don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I promise it will be up at some point. So, without further ado, here we are. This is my assumptions. I am going to just get my phone wherever it is. Here we are. And I'm going to read out the assumptions that you guys have made on me. I did try and record this on my phone, but for some reason, my iPhone storage is full. This is literally a brand new phone. I only got it. It's all that content I be filming, y'all. Okay, so first assumption is people are always jealous of you. Alright, so I just want to first of all say I don't think anyone should be jealous of me in the slightest bit. I love the fact that I inspire people. I love the fact that people look up to me. I love the fact that people call me a role model and I inspire people to be better. But to think that anyone's jealous of me, that doesn't really sit right with me, because I genuinely don't think there's any reason to. I'm doing really well just now. I'm really happy in my life at the moment, but I've worked really hard to get here. I've been through the mill. I've been through a lot. So yeah, like, please don't be jealous of me. Just, like, if you need anything, ask me to help you, because I'd be more than happy. But I am going to talk about this very carefully, because I do not want to come across as, like, bitchy or, like, tooting my own horn or anything like that, because I'm really not like that. But let's answer that question. So, as much as I would like to sit here and say that no, nobody has ever been jealous of me in my life, and as much as nobody's ever came, like, right out and told me, like, oh, I'm so jealous of you, in, like, a malicious way, I have had friends before where I've, like, cut it, because I've had the feeling that they are not happy for me, they're not happy for my achievements. They've been my friend until I've started doing better, being better, and then they've been kind of envious, and that to me is not a nice person. That's not someone I want to surround myself with. I want to surround myself with people who put my name forward for things, who are there when I win, or there to catch me when I fall, who want to hype me up, who want me to be the best version of me, who encourage me to do my achievements and reach my goals and be the best me. And I have had a lot of friendships where they've just ended because I feel like not even just that they're trying to match my energy, because I don't mind that. Like, I'm all for people trying to match my energy, because, like, have some, honestly, have some. But the thing is with me is that I do not like it when someone cannot, like, say well done or appreciate how well their friends doing or their family members doing, whatever, but they can be quick to hype up strangers and hype up other people. That is someone dangerous, and that to me is a sign of being envious. It might not be. I've never actually had anyone say to me, I'm very jealous of you. So again, I'm not meaning to, like, toot my own horn or, like, sound like I'm up my own arse or anything. But yeah, I have definitely had that vibe off of people that I've thought are my really good friends, people who I would have done anything for, and then when it came to it, and like I've had massive achievements, or like I've reached goals and stuff, they're not really happy for me, or it's like if I tell them like I'm really excited about something, or just like brush it off as if it's no big deal. That to me is someone I don't want to surround myself with. So that could be jealousy, or it could just be someone who's not really arsed. I don't know, but that's the vibe that I've got of people, and as soon as I do, I cut them out of my life. I really just want to make my point and say as well, like, guys, please, you do not want to surround yourself with those kind of people. If you have a feeling that anyone's been like envious towards you or would love to sabotage you, and does not like seeing you do good but never better than them, just be aware of that. Be aware whether it be a friend, a family member. Those aren't the kind of people that you would like to surround yourself with. And I believe in red flags. I believe there's red flags everywhere for friendships, relationships, like everything. So yeah, let's just cut that bad energy out, get on with our lives, and be winning at everything we do. Because you know what? People hate to see it, but there's also people that love to be part of it. And surround yourself with those people. So my next assumption is you're the life of the party. Okay, right. Gal, you know, alright, I love a party. I am so up for partying. I'm not ready to hang up like my party shoes yet at all. I'm 24-year-old. People are usually like ready to settle down at this age and like have kids and all the rest of it. I'm not. I do want to have kids eventually, but at the same time, like, life's too short. 24 isn't old. Like, I still feel really young. I want to do everything that I want to do first. I want to like party as much as I want. I want to travel as much as I can, and then I want to settle down. What I also will say, because I felt like I just like drifted from the point there, what I also will say is that I am very much someone, if I am going to party, I am going to party. I will not ever show up at a party or a night out and like sip a drink, sip alcohol, like take my time, measure what I'm drinking, like be really careful with what time I'm going home and stuff. No, no, no. If I'm out, I'm out. Like, if I'm gonna drink alcohol, there's no like sitting it, do you know what I mean? We're all like to get drunk. It's all gonna go into your tummy anyway, do you know what I mean? We may as well just drink. I literally can drink anyone under the table, and I will hold anyone who tries to fight me against that to that, because I can go out on the Friday, I can drink, and guaranteed, like, Saturday, 4 o'clock, I can still be up drinking. I don't recommend that, by the way. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, oh my god, that's a life, because I am now, like, at a stage where I'm like, gal needs to chill out, because it's too much, too often. But yeah, I am very much the person who brings the shots, brings the alcohol, party games, like, where if we're not drinking to get dragged home, then what are we drinking for? I am very much like, everyone neck your drinks, like, let's just get absolutely pissed. Sorry for swearing, I'm going to swear a lot on here because that's just my personality. Sorry, cover your ears if you're young. I'm rubbish at editing, or I would beep it all out, but we'll learn. We live and we learn. But yeah, I am so much someone who is like up for a good time all the time. I really say no to a night out. I always am up for getting drunk. I'm that friend. I'm that friend who someone goes, oh, I could really go drink. Who can I text who'll be like drinking? I might not be ready. I might not be like, I will do it. I will be there. I'll be out. I will always show up with a bottle of vodka. Not vodka because I don't like vodka. I'll always show up with a drink and shots under my arm. Yeah, and I will order those tequilas, and I am the life and soul of the party. I'm not gonna lie, I am. I'm the one that's up on the table dancing. I'm the one that's dragging everyone else up to dance. I'm like, come on, why are you being so quiet? Get up, get a drink down your neck. That drink. We are all gonna be on the same level tonight. If not, then you can go home just now. That's my method of partying. I don't recommend. Don't recommend. Also, no underage drinking, of course. Drink sensibly, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we all need to make sure we're drinking sensibly as well. I always record these, and I always mean to be really quick with them, but they end up lasting for so long. Let me see what my next assumption is. Oh my god. What have we got? Somewhat, this isn't really an assumption, this is a question, but I mean, I'm living for it, we'll answer it. How long have you been doing dance and is it good? Bracket question. Bracket? Yeah, bracket. So, I have been dancing for as long as I remember. I remember when I was a baby, I used to go to like a stretch class. This is where like my first best friend, we used to go together and like we would like go, then we'd get like chips and brown sauce after that from the chip shop. But I used to go to like a stretch class. Then I moved from there, moved around a lot. But that's for another story time. That's for like completely different story time. Moved around a lot, and I eventually stuck at one place, and I was like 7-year-old. All my friends went to a dance school. All my friends that was in my class in primary school went to the dance school. They all went to the same one. I remember at this time it was videos. Yes, that's how old I am. It was actually videotapes. One of my friends was like telling me they had one. And I was like, can I watch it? And she brought it in. And I remember I went in and I went home. And my sister had like a TV with a video player built in that she won from ITV by Stephen Mulhern. Mulhern, is that how you say it? She won it by him with a signed, with like a signed photograph and stuff. And I put it in there and I was mesmerised. Like I sat the full time like this. Like that is the way I actually sat. I just watched it the full time. I was zoned out. And then I remember running into my mum who was like, please can I start? Please can I start? Please can I start? And my mum took me and I started and I've been dancing ever since. I've just qualified from college as a musical theatre student. I also run my own dance school, which is amazing. The kids are like to die for. I love every one of them. And also the is it good part, yes. I could not imagine my life without dance in it. Like, I'm not the flexiblest, like I can't like do leg holds and all that. I used to be able to, but not anymore. But for me, it's like a whole different other meaning. Like, I don't dance to be the most flexible or to get my jumps highs. Like, I dance because it's literally like, it's an outlet for me. If ever I'm stressed or like I feel sad or whatever, or I'm happy, like, I love to just go into a studio and dance and just really like be creative in that kind of way. And I also just like to teach those skills onto other kids and see other kids. Like, watching one of my students stand up and perform is like life for me. It's like it just gives me such a awe. Like, it's so amazing. And I just hope to pass that on to someone. But yes, it's amazing. If you don't do it, go get doing it. Like, go take a dance class because you will love. Okay, so my next assumption is that I do not believe in getting the vaccine. This one might stir a lot of people the wrong way, but I am not trying to force anyone's opinion on anyone. I am not trying to look for an argument. This is just my opinion for my body and my choice. So I would not say that I do not believe in getting the vaccine, alright? It's not that I don't believe in it. I don't, like, there's nothing not to believe in, if you know what I mean. Oh, I've got that hanging out. I better fix that, girl. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I don't believe in it. I'm not going to be like, you should not be getting the vaccine, tut. I believe that it's my body, it's your body, it's everyone's individual choice. I don't believe in the fact that it's been made mandatory. I know people argue that and be like, well, it's not mandatory because they're not forcing you to do it, but you're basically dangling a carrot in front of something. You're saying, okay, well, you can go out with your friends and have a good time and do everything that you have been used to doing for the last however many years of your life if you can get the vaccine. If you don't, then you can't do any of that anymore, which means you're going to isolate yourself. You're not going to be able to do things that you enjoy. And I just think, like, where is the line going to be drawn if that is the case? That isn't even it. I just am not sure about putting it into my body, and that's my own opinion. I'm not trying to, like, tell people what they should do. I'm not trying to influence people's decision. If you want to go and get the vaccine, go and get it, by all means. If you don't want to get it, then don't get it. I'm not saying I'm never going to get it. I just kind of want to wait it out. Look at what happened with the last vaccine. I think it was AstraZeneca. I don't know if I said that right. But they literally started having blood clots, and now under 30s are not allowed them. I've just done a lot of research into that. I've done at least a lot of research into the effects that people have had. I've seen a lot of people's stories. I've heard a lot of people's stories of side effects that I've had, and I'm just kind of trying to hold off. The fact as well that they're making it like vaccine passports, I do not agree with. I don't believe then that is our independent choice. We've always been brought up not to be pressured into doing something we don't want to do, and now we are being pressured into doing something we don't want to do. Like, I know 90% of my friends, 90% of people that I speak to are telling me that the only reason they're going to get the vaccine is because they feel like if they don't, they're going to miss out on a lot of stuff that they love doing, and I do not think that's fair. I personally think if you're vaccinated and you are covered, then why do you care if someone else is? Like, if the vaccine works and is doing what it's supposed to do and it protects you, it makes no difference if I have it or not, because if I have the vaccination, I can still pass it on and I can still catch it. If I don't have it, I can still pass it on and I can still catch it. The only difference is if you've got the vaccination, it's less symptoms, so it's like milder symptoms. That's it. So as long as you're covered, then it doesn't really matter what everyone else is doing. And I don't agree with the fact that now it's causing a divide and it's like vaxxers against anti-vaxxers, because I just feel like the world does not need that right now at all. Like, I don't think the world needs that at the moment. It's not, like, we can't be bullying people into doing stuff that they don't want to do. There's things that I disagree about the vaccine with, and there's things that I agree about it with. Right now, I just want to wait it out. I want to see how it goes, and that is my personal opinion, and that is my right as a human being to be able to make that choice. But by all means, if you don't want to go and get it, don't. If you want to go and get it, go and get it. I'm not going to sit here and dictate what anyone does, which I don't think anyone should. And I'm taking really long to answer these questions, so I'm going to need to cut it here. So I'm not going to lie, the next one shook me a little bit. So the question was, do you believe in fairies? Oh, no, it wasn't. That wasn't the question. Because it's assumptions, Nicole. The assumption was you do not believe in fairies. Okay, let me just clear this up. I believe that there is a lot more of life than what is known to humans. I believe that we are just where it begins. We are what's known to each other, which is why, like, it's so common, and it's why it's like so what do you call that word? It's so familiar to us because it's always been humans. Like, we live amongst humans. That's not strange. That isn't strange at all. But I also believe that there is life out there somewhere else, extraterrestrial beings, whether being fairies is something to do with spirits and afterlife, or whether it's something to do with aliens and like extraterrestrial beings and stuff like that. I don't know. I do believe though anything is possible. Look where we came from. Look at what's happened in life. Like, just look at things that are in the ocean. Just look at animals. Look at us. Look at the way we have evolved. Like, anything is possible. Let's be honest. And I am a true believer of that anything can happen. Anything can happen, and I am very open-minded to all different things. So yes, I guess you could say that I do believe in fairies in a certain sense. Do I believe that they're like fairies that come and spray like pixie dust around everyone? Maybe not, I don't know, but I do believe. So this is one that I really wanted to answer because I feel like a lot of people do not think this of me. Something that I have been something what? Nicole, spit your words out. Oh my god, right. So someone says their assumption of me is that I often compare myself to other girls. Okay, so I don't anymore, which I don't feel like a lot of people would be surprised about, but I want to make it very clear that it's took me a long time to get to the place that I'm in, where I am very happy within myself, where I'm not having to compare myself to anyone, where I don't feel like I need to change everything about myself in order to fit into the society's version of like what we should be and what's perfect and what's beautiful. I have learned that there's no such thing. There is no such thing. Beautiful is what is beautiful. Like, what is your version of beautiful is going to be different to my version of beautiful. So I believe that there was a time that I would compare myself to other girls, and yes, I'm now not there, which I'm thankful for, but I've not always been this very much like confident, outgoing, like very sure of myself type of person. I used to really, really, really be like very shy, stand in the back, like really doubt myself a lot and stuff. So I am very happy where I am now, but I wouldn't say that I compare myself to others anymore. I did just say yes, but I feel like I'm in such a better place now. So yeah, I am good where I'm at. I don't really compare myself. Like, sometimes, don't get me wrong, if I hear like people singing and all that, I compare myself to what my singing voice sounds like compared to theirs. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like, I wish I could sing like them, which is something I really need to work on, because something that I've learned through training is that everyone sounds different, the same as everyone looks different, and it's unique to everyone's ears and it's unique to everyone's voice. So I am trying to learn that. Same as with performing and stuff like that as well. I just need to like have a little bit more confidence with things like that. But as in like a sense of me wanting to change myself to fit in and be like anyone else, no, not at all, not anymore. So my next assumption, right, and I know people are going to be like, what about this? I chose this for a reason. So it is, you eat what you want and don't care. Okay. I feel like the answer that everyone would be expecting me to say is, yeah, I don't care what I eat. And it kind of is, but it isn't. Like, it's not as simple as that. So I am obviously I'm a bigger girl, but what I will say is that it's never down to me not caring, because like I of course care. I care about my body, I care about my health, I care about what I'm putting in and what I'm putting out. Little blanket. But what I will say is that I'm not gonna like ruin my day about it. This is the body that I'm in at the moment. This is the body that God has blessed me with at this moment in time. So I'm not gonna sit and beat myself up about it. I do eat what I want sometimes. So I go through stages. Of course, people know that from October to like recent, I have been on a huge health journey, health kick, PT, like eating good, things like that. Obviously, I started off really strong. I have struggled as the times went on to the point now that I'm actually not going to my PT anymore, and I've kind of just gave it a rest with healthy eating. Not because like I'm giving up completely and it's not my goal anymore, because of course I always want to be healthy. I want to be fitter. I want to have a personal trainer, not to lose weight and to be what society thinks I should be, but so that I know I've got a personal trainer that I can get up to in the morning. It's good for my mental strength, and I know that I'm doing my bit to keep myself healthy and well. But I do go through stages of really feeling guilty, like I'm a guilt eater, so I'll eat something and then I really beat myself up about it, and that can be quite dangerous as well. And I think that I've been in stages where I have been so unhappy with myself where it's caused me to eat. So like, I am very much a comfort eater. I'm someone that eats because I feel sad and emotional or stressed or happy or whatever. Eating is my option. So it's very hard for me to overcome that, which like I would say that in a sense, like at that moment in time I don't care what I'm eating. I'm just caring that it's going to comfort me, but then afterwards then I'm like, I wish I didn't do that. And I think when I'm really like putting my head first into diet and like into losing weight, I really care about what I'm eating, and like I mean I can really get too deep into it where I can't even enjoy like a little bit of chocolate without me feeling really guilty about it and stuff. But then also on the flip side, like at the moment I've gave it up because I'm also at a point now where I'm like, why am I going to deprive myself of stuff that I want, because I can't really be arsed just now, and that's fine. I feel like that's fine. That's fine for me to be in that position. But yeah, so I do kind of care what I eat because I care what like about my health and stuff. But then also I just feel like life's too fucking short. Like there's more in life going on than what I'm putting in, like what I'm eating. Do you know what I mean? But of course I do care that I want to be healthy. So yeah, let's make sure that we're making healthy choices. I just want to say, by the way, like my setup, I'm just chilling on my bed. I've got my big massive unicorn here. I've got like my cover over one leg, and like I've got my headboard here. I'm literally chilling. I've got my filming room, but I was too comfy. I wanted to do it in here. But let's go on to the next assumption, because I am taking forever as usual, and this video is going to be like an hour long, so it's going to take me so long to cut it. Okay, so this assumption was really strange to me, but they assumed that I was popular in school. Okay, this is a whole different story time altogether. As is like a lot of these things are with the assumptions, like I'm giving you little bits and pieces, but I will do full story times on like all of the matters. I was not. I was not popular in school. I don't even think people knew my name in school. they knew my name, but like, you know what I mean, like I was not popular. I had like a couple of people that were like I'd hang around with at lunch and stuff like that. I was very timid and shy in school. Like someone would say hello to me and my face would go bright red because I didn't realise until now, but I had a lot of social anxiety when I was younger because of things in my life that were happening at the time, which again, story time will come with that. But yeah, I was very much someone who people walked all over me. People walked all over me. Like, I hated confrontation. I hated like speaking to people and telling people like if they'd done something to annoy me. Like, I would just let people speak to me like shit. I would let people like bully me basically. Which was weird. When I was out with my friends, I was really outgoing, but in school I was a completely different person. I hardly went to school because of like other reasons in my personal life. I would probably go to school like maybe twice a month, if that. So then when I did go to school, like people would have a lot to say about it, or like if I was off class, people would really find it like like people would really think it was their business to like ask me why I was off, and like people would get really like bitchy about it, and I don't know, like just really like horrible about it. There would be people that I felt like went out their way to make me feel awkward in school, and because I was shyer and I was quieter, like people used to try and take advantage of that, and I think that very much like I could have been the blunt of jokes, and yeah, people were just nasty sometimes. And do you know what? I'm not even angry about it because I feel like they didn't realise, and I don't even know if they would have realised, like they would realise now. But I just think like people need to be more aware of the situations they're putting other people in and how they're making other people feel with things that they say. School was a horrible time for me. I didn't have any qualifications. I left in fourth year. I left when I was 15. As soon as I could, I got my days cut down to like 3 days a week, and I was in until like 12:30. I wasn't in like normal classes. I was in like youth work classes and stuff like that because one of my attendance, and two because I didn't want to go to school, because when I did I just felt awkward. I felt horrible, and it wasn't even just the students. Like teachers would make me feel like horrible, and there was teachers that used to just like be really nasty, and yeah, I just felt really uncomfortable. Schools are meant to be like a safe, loving, caring environment and fun environment. It wasn't for me. It was very, set my anxiety levels high. It was very uncomfortable for me to be there. I didn't feel safe there at all, not because I thought like anyone was going to do anything to me, just because like I didn't feel like I could be my true self. I didn't feel like I could be vulnerable in school. I didn't feel like I had anyone that I could speak to in school, or that I had like a certain teacher that I could go to in school, because of things that were happening in my life at the time. Like I really feel like someone should have more reached out to me as a pastoral care teacher or just a teacher, seeing that someone's attendance had dipped, and like just seeing the way I was in class. I feel like it was really negligent on the teacher's behalf not to reach out to their student and just make sure that everything was okay and just check in that everything was like fine. Nobody done that with me. I felt like I had nobody to speak to. On top of that, I was coming into school and these kids don't know what's going on behind closed doors, which is why like we always need to be very like aware that people have personal problems going on behind closed doors, and you were going into school and it was just making everything worse. So it wasn't somewhere I liked to be. It wasn't my escape. It wasn't somewhere that helped me like flourish. It was somewhere that really actually made me like really self-conscious, and it was just horrible. It was a horrible time for me. I'll do a story time on that. That was like 4 minutes long, just that little speech there that I gave, so I do need to hurry up. But no, I was not popular in school. I was anything but popular in school. I was probably classed as like easy prey in school. Yeah, like it was a horrible time for me. Didn't like it. Was not popular. I'll do a story time on it at some point. But I just want people to know, like, if you're in my class or like at my school, I'm not dragging you in any way. I'm not dragging you like through the mud in any way. I mean, if the shoe fits, then wear it. But I'm not sitting bashing anyone and saying like, oh, you did this, you did that, because I understand we're all young. Everyone's got personal things. I've got personal things. I had personal things going on behind closed doors at the time, which made me act the way I acted, made me feel the way I feel. So others could have that as well, and maybe like coming into school and acting out and targeting other people made them feel better in a sense, and it just so happened I was the blunt of like that person's trauma. But yeah, it's cool. We live and we learn. But let's move on to the next assumption. So the next assumption is that I'm happy with the direction my life is going in. And yes, I am. I am extremely happy with the direction my life's going in. There is a few things that I would like to kind of, what do you call that, like expand on and work on. For example, like I really want to get into writing my own music. Obviously, I'm a singer. I sing. I've always sang. Singing's been one of my first passions. I want to be on a stage. I want to be performing my music to people. I want to be doing covers in front of people. I just want to sing. I want to have that moment where you're on stage and you've got a crowd of people singing back to you, like joining in, and you're just in pure bliss. Like that is my goal. That is like my dream in life. That's where I want to be in life. So there is things that I need to work on to get there, like learn how to do instrumental tracks, because that's one thing I really find really hard with writing music. I don't play an instrument, so it's trying to make the instrumental for it, which I find really difficult. But I do want to dabble into like writing. So if anyone can help me with that, give me a shout. Also, I do want to do more performance stuff with like my musical theatre side of things, acting, singing and dancing. Like I'd love to do like more musical theatre shows and stuff like that. I'd love to do more like acting jobs and things. I'd love to like just come out of my shell a little bit more with acting. And I think and know though that my life at the moment, it's like probably like the best that I could have ever imagined me being at this age, at this point. I have nobody else to thank in this situation other than all of my amazing supporters, all of my amazing followers. Like, I could not believe how much my TikTok blew up. I mean, 220,000 followers might not seem a lot to some people, like the big fish are sitting in their millions and stuff, but to me, like, I honestly appreciate that so much. Like, I always remember I used to watch Imagination, shout out to Imagination, and I used to be like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to be the voice for people. I want to speak. I want to give people that like oomph. I want to give people that confidence, and I want to inspire people all over the world. And I've always said that I believe that I've been put on this planet to do something great for the universe, to do something great for the world. And I know that might sound cliche and cheesy, but I do. I believe that I'm here to help people so much, and that's my goal. My goal is to help people. My goal is to just make a little change in someone's life that has a ripple effect to make a big change in like other people's lives. So I could not be happier, and I just want to thank everyone. Like, while I have this opportunity to just thank you all. Like, I was at Colourfest the other week, and the amount of people who just kept coming up to me and were like, "You are so inspiring. You've helped me so much. Like, that you're the reason I'm wearing this outfit." Like, I could not believe that. I was like, "What the is going on?" Like, I cannot believe these people know me, and I cannot believe like they're actually coming up to me and telling me I'm the reason that they're out tonight wearing that outfit that they're wearing, and like them and their friends watch me, and they're like, I give them confidence. It's unreal. It's unreal. I love it. I love it so much. I love you guys so much, and I would not be where I am today without you guys, and I just only hope that I can keep pushing and keep growing. So yes, I'm happy with the life my direction. I'm happy with the direction my life is going in, and I am just striving and pushing to be bigger and better all the time, and get myself out there further and longer. I really need to keep these short because like I keep doing it like 3 minutes. I don't know why I'm still holding that. Believe in manifestation and manifest a lot. Okay, so gal, for you guys that don't know, I recently started doing like card readings and stuff. That's a whole story time later. Basically, I've always like really been interested in all of this, but I never really like tried to tap into it until recently. And I totally believe in manifestation. I do try and manifest as much as I can. Don't get me wrong, like sometimes I'm manifesting and I'm like, I don't even know how I'm doing this right. But I do believe like everything that I've achieved in life, everything that I've done is always it's always been what I've wanted to do at some point. So like, for example, singing, dancing and acting, I always wanted to be a performer. For as long as I could remember, I always used to say, I am going to be on stage. I am going to be a performer. Look at me now. Like, I am on my way. I've been on stages. I perform. Like, I'm qualified in doing so. I also said that I want to be a dance teacher. I want to have my own dance school, put my mind to it. And by the time I was 16, 17, I had my own dance school. I'm now starting up my Performing Arts Academy. This is my new thing. And I'm like, that's what I want. and I'm gonna fucking get it. Driving, I always said, like, I want to drive, started doing that. Social media, like, I started social media in the first lockdown. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is my new venture. This is what I want to put my time and effort into. Look at me. I'm doing it, guys. I'm sitting in front of a camera right now, talking to, I don't even know if anyone's watching. Maybe I'm talking to myself, but I'm doing it. I'm pursuing it. And I do believe that things fall into place and everything happens for a reason. And I believe that manifestation is a huge part in that. So yes, I believe in manifestation. So my next assumption is you think that everyone hates you. Okay, so I don't think that anymore. Again, with the story times, like, I will do a whole story time on this, but I think school was a big part of me going through a stage in my life where I did think everybody hated me. And don't get me wrong, like, there is still, my anxiety levels are really high, and sometimes my social anxiety causes me to believe that if I walk into the room, everyone must be staring, everyone must be looking at me and pointing at me and laughing. And I think that that stems from, like, experiences that I had, like, in school and stuff when I was younger. I also think that when I was younger, I always used to just assume that, like, oh, they don't like me, they don't like me, they don't like me, they don't like me. And even now, like, I think now it's not more that I think that everyone hates me, because I genuinely could not give a flying you know what if they did. But I think it's more with friendships. Like, I get really worried and I tend to push people away before I give them a proper chance, or like push people away before we've even been friends that long, because I just assume, like, do you know what, this ain't gonna happen. I know the story. Like, you're gonna eventually start speaking about me, and I'm gonna start to annoy you, and you're gonna start to really dislike me, or I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean? It's just gonna end sewer. So I tend to just jump the gun before I know. But that's something I'm really working on. It's not so much that I think they hate me. It's just I have this feeling like if I'm not with people that I know, like if all my friends are out together, I tend to think, oh, they're going to be speaking about me. Like, they're all going to be speaking about me. Not in a pure way where I feel like everyone needs to be speaking about me, by the way. But it's just like my anxiety where I'm like, oh, no, like, what if I've really annoyed them, like, by not going? And what if, like, they're all speaking about, like, and then what if this is it now? Like, what if I've annoyed them that much where, like, they don't want to be my friend anymore? And, like, to be honest, I've not really felt like that in a while, like, a good while. But that is the kind of states that I can get myself into. And I tend to try not. I am working on that. I think I'm doing really well at that, because now I'm just like, I don't care, like, I'm over it. I can't be bothered with it. But yeah, I don't really think everyone hates me. I don't think people know me enough to hate me. I think that I've done things that I'm not proud of that have probably caused people to take a dislike to me, which I can understand why, because it's things that, you know, that I've like, that's been really, really shady on my behalf, that I've grew and I've worked on, and I know, like, now that I could never do that. I'm not all innocent, by the way. Like, there's a lot about me that story times will reveal. But yeah, I think that I've learned and I've grown, and I don't think anyone can hate me because they don't know me that well. And I don't hate anyone because I don't personally have it in me to hate people. But I think hate's a strong word. But do I think people dislike me? I do. Do I think people dislike me because of experiences I've had with me? No. Do I think, well, sometimes, maybe, some people, which I can understand. Do I think a lot of the time people say they dislike me because they see me on TikTok and they see, like, a 60-second video of me? Yes. Okay, we're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done. So, the next assumption is you get hurt by hate comments and by... Wait, what? Oh, right. So the next one is you get hurt by hate comments on videos. No. No. There would have been a time, like the Nicole I was telling you about earlier, where I would have literally curled into a ball and would never have wanted to show my face again. I don't care now. Like, it doesn't bother me. They don't hurt me. Is there some comments where I'm like, too far? Yes, but I'm not going to cry about it. Like, it's not any that's going to make me, like, I won't sit and, like, let them go over and over my head. I tend to just try and focus on the good comments and spend a lot of time thinking about the good comments and what I do the bad, because if I'm focusing all my energy on the bad comments, then that's not fair on the people that actually do look up to me to be inspired and do look up to me as a role model, because I'm taking time away from them and I'm being negative, which is not going to benefit me and is not going to help me benefit other people. Do you know what I mean? So, no, I don't get hearted by the hate comments. There has been some comments made regarding like pregnancy and all that I wouldn't say like it hurts me enough to make me cry about it, but it can kind of be like, just because of past circumstances, which I will do story times on again later. But yeah, like I think people need to really be careful with what they're saying, because as much as it doesn't hurt me, there is someone out there that could really tip them over the edge. Like there is some comments I get and I just look at it and I think, thank God you're writing that comment on my post. Like thank God those comments are getting made to me and not anyone that can't handle it, because they can be rough. Like these comments could easily tip people over the edge, easily. I think that's something you have to be very aware about. Trolls. But anyway, if anyone is getting bad comments and you don't know how to, come to me. Come to Auntie Nicole. I will annihilate them for you. I won't annihilate them. I don't know. I don't even know how to reply. I just like give it. I just give it a little like. I like go through and I'm like. People are like, why are you liking that comment? Like they said you look like a pumpkin. They said you'll get more rosy and Gregs. Like why do you like that comment? And I'm like, just to let them know that I've acknowledged it and I've seen it and I'll take it into account. I don't know. But yeah, just ignore them. So my last assumption is you are a good friend when trust is built. Okay. Correction. I am a good friend before trust is built. I am a good friend to the get-go. And you know what? That has been the wrong decision for me sometimes. I have been burned, like first degree burned by people because I've just dived into it. Like I love so much, like when I feel like someone is there for me and someone is my friend, I just dive in head first. I'm an open book. Like I help them with so much. Like I would do anything for them, anything. Like if I think that you're gonna be loyal to me and you're gonna help me and you're gonna be there for me and you're gonna be a good friend to me, oh, I treat you like one of my own. 100% I do. And I find that now I've had to like step back a little bit and be like, okay, Nicole, not everyone is your friend. Some people want to portray themselves as your friend, but let's be real, they're not your friend. They're an acquaintance. They're someone who is there for you until they really need to be there, or there's someone that wants to see you do good but not better than them. Not everyone is your friend. Don't get me wrong, I have had friends who I believe like would have done a lot for me, but on my behalf, like I've just kind of pushed it away because I've been like, oh, I can't be bothered like with all the drama of when this is all going to like unfold and like there's going to be bitching and all that. Like sometimes I don't really give people the chance, but then I have been in situations a lot where like I've thought someone's my ride or die, like my friend, and they've just really let me down. And for me, I am someone very much who would rather just move on from that and not dwell on it. And like it's just if you betray me, not even betray, like the fuck do I think I am? If you betray me, do not betray me. No, not betray, right? But if you hurt me when I'm someone who's like been there for you and would do anything for you, you've burned your bridges basically. I'm not someone who likes to give people like a lot of chances. Basically. So I'm a really good friend. I am loyal. I would do anything. I would move the moon for my friends. I would move the world if I could. Like I would be there in a heartbeat. If it was 4 o'clock in the morning. If I was in another country and my friend called me and was like, I really need you. Like, I would not rest until I was home and I could like go and see them. That's how much my friends mean to me. So when I don't get that, when people don't match that energy and they don't give me that back, it kind of disappoints me. And then I'm just like, okay guys, so thank you so much for watching my assumption video. This is going to be a long one. again, I try and keep it short, but I just will. I will be doing story times, but please let me know what story time you want me to film next. Like, obviously, there's been like little bits that you can kind of choose from, so just let me know what story time you would like to hear next. Or like what assumption where I spoke about something you would like me to go more in depth with. I'd happily do that. Thank you for anyone who's watching. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a little thumbs up. I'm bad at editing, so I mean, at some point one day, I would like there to be like a little thumbs up that pops up with a little click. Not today, lads, because I don't know how to do that, but I'll get there. And yeah, just give me a little follow on all my social platforms. I will tag them below. I will also make sure to upload my makeup video very soon. But again, thank you. I really appreciate anyone that watches this. Even if there's only one person, to you who's that one viewer, I appreciate you so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you can, like, what you want me to do to improve all of this. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for everything you are helping me achieve, and thank you for everyone who has supported me thus far. You guys are genuinely my friends. Like, you guys have been more loyal and more friends to me than what a lot of people that I have actually had in my life have been, and some, like, a lot of you guys I've never even met, so that says something. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you go follow my TikTok, my Instagram, and make sure you also leave a little comment and, like, get your friends in and about the video as well. I hope I've not offended anyone in this video when I've, like, kind of touched on subjects. It's not that deep. It's not anything personal. Like, it's just, yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit more open. Okay, I am going to go because I'm blabbering on again. I will see you guys very soon. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.